Hello. So are you guys ready today? What would you like to change? So actually in the latest access, the latest access topic, they're talking about something called, I can hear myself. Okay, cool. This is better. So what they're talking about is something called emotional forwards. And don't mind the way the camera is. This is the best lighting I'm getting. Not as comfortable as. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop, all 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyond. So all the forwards are points of views that you're avoiding and defending simultaneously. So what we're doing is we have this perception that we deserve the best. How many of you have that? And you keep defending, saying that I deserve the best. I should get everything. But at the same time, you make yourself smaller and you avoid when the best thing comes to you and greatness comes to you, you completely avoid it. So it is points of view that we're defending and avoiding simultaneously. So you defend that you have to be great and things have to go well and why things are not going well for you. And by doing that, you completely avoid the actual greatness. So what points of view are you using to completely avoid the greatness that you are by defending that you deserve the best? Everything that is destroyed and created, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards, and the latest that Gary was talking about is something called emotional forwards. It is all the emotions that we hold on to with the points of view that we're defending and avoiding simultaneously. So emotional forwards. I'm gonna mute you guys. Someone is making some kitchen noise, I think. Okay, that's better. So if you guys have any questions, please unmute yourself if you would like to talk, because all of you are mute. So all the emotional forwards that you're holding on to that is not allowing you to change, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. So all the emotional forwards that you're holding on to that is not allowing you to completely change, will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. So these are the energies that we're holding on to for a long time when you don't know what's going on and some energy is stuck and you're not able to place it. Sometimes it's an emotional forward. So when you clear it, it is easier to clear. I just felt that clearing some things much faster and is releasing unknown stuff. Like we don't have to dig into what exactly it is when you do the emotional forwards clearing. So would you guys like to do that? Yes? No? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So all the emotional forwards that are keeping you stuck related to finances, related to money, related to your body, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. I forgot to go on Instagram. I was wondering, what am I missing? I'm just going to get myself on Instagram and then we can continue. Okay, I'm live. Okay. So all the emotional forwards that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. As I was saying, there is something called forwards, which is points of views that you are avoiding and defending simultaneously, and something called emotional forwards, which is so related to the emotions that you hold on to. You hold on to by continuously trying to defend them, that I have to have this is something I need, or because when you defend something, the keyword that is being used is because this is happening, because of this, this has to continue. And when you simultaneously try to avoid as you defend, like I was saying, as you defend that you deserve the best, but in defending and keeping on judging that why have you not got the best, you completely avoid whatever greatness or whatever is the best that can come to you. So emotional poets are just putting a lot of emotions into the points of view that we're avoiding and defending, and that keeps you stuck. So all the emotional poets that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all of the emotional poets that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what perception and lies are you holding on to? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the perceptions that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So what invention are you using to not actualize what you truly desire? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Any questions, guys? If you have any questions, please do ask. In Instagram, you can type. In Zoom, you can ask directly. I will not be looking at the Facebook comments right now. So if you're on Facebook, you might want to switch to Insta or Zoom, or I will look at the comments later. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay. So all the emotional poets that you're using to not change your life, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All of the emotional poets that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all the perceptions that you have created and stored as emotional poets, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Because no two people look at the same thing in the same way and conclude the same way. Sometimes they do, if they've been around a lot or if they pick up from others, but otherwise everyone has different perceptions. So I was just looking at how in the SE class, doing it in US, how different it is, how people are so different here, and how they are just being the question all the time. And that's what Access tells you, be the question all the time. They're just like, okay, what else is possible here? How do I change this? What's going on here? Constantly asking different questions. They keep using the tools at every minute. And that is what where you would also like to get to. Constantly becoming the tools and keeping on asking one question or the other to get us out and to propagate us to a way where our life becomes greater. And that would come when we let go of this judgments. Perception is also, perception is when you look at something and then you look at it from your point of view without asking of what is the real truth here. So what if you can go beyond perception and get to know, it's okay to have your perception, but get to know the truth of what is going on here. So what can I be or do different to go beyond my perception, to perceive everything and to not conclude anything? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. And all the emotional poets that I'm using to conclude instead of perceive. will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the emotional words that you're using to constantly conclude instead of receive, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. So all the lifetimes of emotional words that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. All the perceptions that you're holding on to that is not allowing you to change your life, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. So all the emotional words of repeated patterns that you're holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. All the emotional words of repeated patterns that keep happening in your life, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. Any questions, guys? Anything coming up for anyone?
Yes, I have a question. My name is Sly.
Hi.
I have a question. Hi.
Yes.
The thing that, just my luck that, I was actually watching a movie and your screen popped off saying you're doing a bar, like since I'm with this access bars as well. And I said, wow. And I said, no, let me watch the movie and then get back to it. And I said, no, let me watch what she's talking about. And what you're speaking today, I was going to the same phrases for the last 10 days, yeah. And you were right. When you use the tools, they actually, they help. I am not joking. I'm a very newcomer in access bars, but I am enjoying using the tools because it's actually destroying the judgment that I had with me. I always thought, and thanks for, actually, I'm very happy to be there on your show today. I'm in the session. It is resembling what I was just going through and how I'm fighting it. No, I destroyed it.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
How does it get better? So when you,
absolutely,
yeah, when you keep using the tools and then you become the tools, life just changes. So what is the resistance that you have in using the tools? Do you guys use questions always, or do we love to go into conclusions? So everything that brought up, sorry? Everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. So all the emotional words are used to go into conclusion instead of asking questions. Will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. So when you let go of these emotional words, a lot more space gets created in your being, in the molecules around you, so that now you can actually have that space of making a different choice. So everything that it takes to change your life is choosing different. Would you guys like that? It's very simple, right? If you keep choosing the same thing, you will get the same result. So the first step in changing anything is to choose different. So all the emotional words that I'm using to not be able to choose different, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. All the emotional words that I'm holding on to that is not allowing me to choose different, that I use as a reason to not choose differently, when you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. All the emotional words that is not allowing me to be the generosity of spirit, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, words, and beyonds. So here's the interesting thing, right? We always look at others and some perception that they are better, they have more, I have less, or they are doing that. I'm doing this. So everything that does not allow you to go beyond all the judgments that you have of others, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So when you perceive things, if you are the generosity of spirit, if you can perceive it with, wow, I'm so happy that this person has this, I would like that. That's very different. I'm so happy that this person is blessed. Because in oneness, everyone is you and you are everyone. So when you can choose to be happy and from the heart, because we can't lie to the universe, can we? The universe knows we're not acting. However you act, the universe can catch it. It catches the energy. It is not about the face I show, it's about the face that I'm being within. So when I truly look at things from the perception of, if that person is blessed, I can be blessed. If that person can do it, and I would like it, I can do it too. If you don't like it, you don't have to. But if you would like to have that, you can have it too. And for that, if you're truly happy for the success of the other person, if you're truly happy for the way the other person is evolving, that is the fastest way for you to create that in your life. Then the universe is like, okay, this person would really like this. Let me give it to them in faster and better ways than you can imagine. So what if you could perceive everything with gratitude and with the generosity of spirit? And that is with never putting yourself down and truly being happy for all the good things that happen to everyone. So all the emotional forwards that does not allow you to function as the generosity of spirit that you truly are. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Okay, any questions, guys? Okay, I think I've cleared all of you. So all of you feeling good already?
I
Right,
want to share something.
Hi, Vandana.
Hi, I think you are being the generosity of spirit here by being such a contribution to all of us, Nithya.
Thank you so much.
You know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
How does it get better than that? Yes, Sarita?
No, feeling quite light when you have done this. Thank you
Yeah,
for
I know.
that, really.
It feels like we're already done today. All of you are feeling so light.
Especially about the emotional POVADs, we all have something tied up, so that this is really opening up. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So that's another perception. Yes, Usha?
Yeah, I want to ask about this one. I want to start my own business, like about meditation and all that. To start it, I mean, there are many things in my mind, but to start it, that I would like to have a clearing of that, so that it's easy for me to make that presentation, something and the other thing, like that. So
It's the choice. It's not a clearing, it's a choice.
A choice.
Yeah. So you just have to make the choice to start and start.
Oh.
So even if you do the clearing, all the clearing statements propagate you to choose. You have to choose something. And what the clearing statement does is it helps you choose something different. It helps you clear the thought process that is making you choose. So just go ahead and start. So everything that is stopping you, everything that you've decided will stop you, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, povads, and beyonds. Just start.
Wow.
You have to just go ahead and start and it'll fall in place. So we don't have to make the perfect choice and wait for this is the right perfect thing to do. You have to start it and see where the energy takes you step by step.
Okay.
And
Wow,
only
that's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, Dia, what is your question?
Hi, Nithya.
Hi, Dia.
Hi. So, Nithya, the question is that I don't know whether I'm doing the right clearing or what. I'm so confused lately whether I want a house, whether I want a flat, definitely a new home for me, but which or which will contribute more to me. I'm not able to understand. It keeps varying. So I have this fear that because it's varying so much, that I will not get it then. You know
Oh.
what because
Yeah,
I'm
how this
manifesting
topic is.
different things.
Now, what if you can say, what information am I missing here to get more clarity? Because when you say I'm confused, that's not a question. Is that a question?
Right. No.
Yeah. And what if you have the capability to keep changing? What if in this 10 seconds you like a flat, next 10 seconds you like a house? You have the power to change things. And you can still keep looking. And there's nothing like whatever feels light, whenever it feels light is what you have to choose. So it might take few days for you to figure out what is light. And you can ask, what would it be like for the house that would like to own me and contribute to me to come and find me? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, you destroy and upgrade. Right and wrong, good and
Yes.
bad, on and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So keep asking this and allow the universe to show you, because what you decide is contributive to you. What you perceive is contributive to you. Both are different.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we don't decide what is contributive. We perceive and we get to change it because energies keep changing. So today maybe
you know
this
what but I have this fear now that since I'm confused about what I want, so the universe will also get confused in giving me. Like the universe will
That's
feel
awesome.
like, okay,
So then you would still like to be in fear and confusion?
No.
Would you choose something different, or would you like to still be in fear?
No, I would want to definitely choose.
Yeah.
And that's why I started asking that what would be more contributive to me, a flat or a house? I don't know if that's the right question, but I've been asking that. What would be more contributive to me in my life?
Yeah, it's right. All questions you ask are right. You don't have to get into is it the right question or the wrong question. Only if you say, why am I so stupid, or why did this happen to me? That's not a question. But there's truly nothing right or wrong. So what you're asking is fine. What have you decided underneath the fear and underneath the confusion? Have you decided you don't deserve it, or you will not get it? Are you defending that? And by defending that, are you avoiding the house completely?
The fear is that I will not be able to manage it. And
okay.
And it
Then you're
will
not
stop.
asking.
Sorry?
Then you're not truly asking. You want a flat, but you won't be able to manage it.
No, a house.
Okay.
If I get a house, I will not be able to manage it. A flat is manageable. And that will help me grow in my profession also, because then I will not be stuck to because house meaning too much management. So that is the underlying point of view.
Then what is stopping you? What is stopping you from getting a flat?
So no, but my husband's point of view, or sometimes even mine, is that I'll get more space there, more luxury, more. But then if I want more comfort and more ease, a flat would be the choice for me.
Well, the space is actually you. It's not the house. It is you.
Right.
So what have you decided that something out of you can give you space? Everything that is, will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, find uncreated? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the points of view that you are defending about not getting a house and simultaneously avoiding not getting a house that is contributive to you. Will you revoke, recant, renounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay.
Right.
Ask your body, where would you like to live? Body, what would create more space for us?
And there is this one more fear that, if I suppose buy a flat, then, and if I'm like, oh my God, now I want a house, then what? Will it happen? That thing. And somehow after doing access, I'm like, no, that can happen. That can happen. Yeah. Why not? Maybe in 2 years also it can happen. After 5 years also it can happen.
Yes.
So let's see. I'll keep these clearings in loop now and listen and feel light.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's easy. So you can buy one, you can buy many. Body, what will create the most space for us? What would it be like for that to show up?
Thank
Right
you.
and wrong,
Thank
good and
you,
bad,
Nithya.
for and talk, all 9 shots, boys, provides and beyond. Sarita, you have a question?
No, the same thing. I just wanted to, can you repeat the clearing, the first one which you told for the house? Because even I am in the same kind of dilemma. I want and I don't want both.
I don't remember the clearing I did.
I know. Something for the house, what is it looking for?
So, what would it be like for the house that will contribute to you the most to come and
Yes,
find you
yes.
and own you?
Okay.
Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all 9 shots, boys, provides, and beyonds. Okay. One more
Thank
question
you.
on the chat. I've planned a workshop. Before the poster, I was confident. Then after publishing, I started judging. Why is no one messaging back and registering for the workshop? See, when you judge your workshop, obviously you're telling the universe that it will not happen. So what have you decided here? We have to be in the question every moment when we create something. We don't create a poster and then in the next moment get into, it's not working. What if it doesn't work? So that's when you have to pot and poke the judgments, ask questions. Even how does it get better than this will work? Or all the judgments that I've decided about, all the emotional forwards and judgments that I'm holding on to about my workshop, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And what invitation can I be for people to show up? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Yes, Monali?
Actually, I don't have a question. I just want to share something because people talking about the houses and all that. Because I faced something similar. So I have a beautiful villa in Prestige Ozone, like 3-bedroom villa, and I needed a bigger one for my children because both the kids have grown up, and I just wanted, and we were like, we don't have the money to buy a bigger villa. So we were going through that, and it just so happened that I went and visited a friend's house, and I kept saying that universe, just show me a big house, a big villa. Okay, I want it. I really want it. And you won't believe it that I just went to a friend's place, for my kid's birthday party, one of my kids' friends' birthday party. And I was like, look, I'm looking for this, a bigger villa. I need a 4-bedroom now, with my kids growing up. And she said, you know what? There is this person who's willing to rent out the villa. I said, how much? He said, so much. I said, look, I can't pay so much. Kind. He said, why don't you talk? The house is shut for 3 years. And it just so happened that their kid was my son's senior.
Oh,
Spoke
wow.
to, yes, and you won't believe it, the price that I got the villa, the 5-bedroom villa at, and I have rented my villa at a higher price. So I'm actually 5,000 rupees plus.
How does it get better?
Seriously. And it's a beautiful villa. It's so much of peace and everything. My kids have their own space. It just worked out. And I just kept saying, okay, fine, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. It's going to work out for me. Somehow it's worked out. I actually also want to thank Geet because I had attended his foundation class because, I had attended an initial foundation, but, you tend to forget. Hi, Geet. Thank you. So you tend to forget a lot of things that you've learned earlier. And what Geet said, it was a reiteration for me to re-attend the foundation class and to go through that and, a lot of things. And frankly speaking, after that, I have not attended any access consciousness classes. I just come once in a while if there's some talks happening. But I go through my notes. I'm a note writer. The clearing statements, doing that, the money workbook also I've done. I just go through that, and just by doing that regularly has helped me so much. And I really, I've attended your class also, Nithya, the Shamanic classes and all that stuff. Everything has helped me so much. It is about, what I'll tell you what, I had forgotten those things. After a class, you just tend to forget it. But if you go back and you keep rereading it, reiterating yourself, it really helps you.
Yes.
So I really want to thank all the people who have been my, gurus in access consciousness, all of you. Big thanks to all of you.
In Access, we don't say the word guru, but anyway, you're welcome. Thank you so much. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes, you keep reiterating the tools every moment, every 10 seconds. Live as the question, function as the question. So whoever is asking about the workshop, keep on putting the energy of my workshop is going to get better. How does it get better? Every moment, even for one moment, if I start thinking, what's going to happen to my workshop? What's going to happen if people don't sign up? You are right, and that will happen. So we have to hold up the energy and keep on building it up to the energy of a question and possibility, and not allow the energy to die down, because we're very good at destroying. We can destroy the whole creation in 10 seconds also. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Yes. So Geet, do you want to say something? We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I'm saying that they always tell me the same thing. Next to don't have to. So they always that's why I always.
I still can't hear you. I can hear the sound, but it's not clear.
One moment.
Okay, how does it get better? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC. All nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. He's getting better.
Nithya, can I ask one more about the molecular manifestation in this magic?
Yeah, one second. Geet was.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I said, Nithya, you always tell me that in Access we don't have the concept called teacher, facilitator instead. But I always say that you are my true teacher. Thank you so much. Lots of gratitude. Yeah.
You're welcome. How does it get better? Yes, Usha, what were you asking?
Yeah, I'm reading this book, Magic book, and then it's written here, the molecular manifestation. It said that what does it mean, and I mean how to implement this, the molecules to change their structure and become what you asked for.
What is written in the book?
It is written, humanoid have the ability to do a molecular manifest things into existence. What does this mean? It means you talk to the molecules and the molecules change their structure and become what you ask for. We call this the molecular manifestation. You ask the molecules to change their structure. They demoleculize at they are a good configure themselves to become what they ask.
What is your question here?
My question is, in this, if we ask the molecules to structured and all, what question can we ask here about?
Every question will do that. When you say, what can I be to change this? It will do the molecular manifestation. Every time you ask anything, the molecules will change too.
Okay.
Every time you ask the universe anything, the molecules will change. You can ask, what can I be to molecularly to manifest all the molecules this way? You can also put those words into a question. But basically, a question will do that for you. The minute I ask a question, every molecule that's willing to contribute will come into play, and the universe will try to rearrange everything. That's why sometimes it takes time, because in the background of the universe, it's rearranging everything to work in your favor. It will take some time. And then what happens is, in that time, if you start deciding that my workshop will not happen or something will go wrong, then you slow down the process. But it's not denied. The universe doesn't deny you anything, but you might delay the whole process. And then you might give up. So never give in, never give up, never quit. Humanoids, a lot of time, give up before they succeed. And how would you know you will succeed? Make the choice. Only when you start something, you even know, is that something you would like to do? Where is it going to head? Should I continue it? When you stop, when you don't even make the choice, you won't even know where you're going to head. So let's just choose. So what can I choose today that would change everything for me? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And as a humanoid, you have that ability to change things if you would choose it. So all the emotional perverts that you're holding on to, that is stopping you from starting, that is keeping you trapped, that is keeping you stuck, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So what generative energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you be to tap into your potency of moving every molecule and changing everything at your will in ways that contributes to you? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So what generative energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you be to tap into your potency to be able to change all the molecules at your will to contribute to you in ways better than your imagination? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So you guys ready to change things now? Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. So all the emotional perverts that I'm holding on to, all the lifetimes of emotional perverts that I'm holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. All the lifetimes of emotional perverts that I'm still holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine perverts, and beyonds. Varsha? Okay, Varsha, I thought she was saying something. So any other questions from anyone? Okay. So what can I be or do different to be able to perceive and not conclude and function from allowance and awareness all the time? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. What would it be like for me to keep perceiving and never concluding, and to keep functioning from allowance and awareness? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. What generative energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can I be to be able to perceive with ease, to be able to perceive with ease and never conclude, and to always function from allowance and awareness? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Yes. What futures are we avoiding or defending? Someone on Instagram has posted that. Are you the black sheep? Thank you for posting. So what futures are you avoiding and defending simultaneously to not create the future you desire? Everything that is, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So all the emotional perverts that I'm using to hold on to any abuse that has happened to me, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the emotional perverts of lifetimes of abuse, including this lifetime, that I'm holding onto my body, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. all the emotional coverts of abuse of lifetimes that I'm holding on to my body, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, bock, all 9 shots, boys, coverts, and beyonds. All the emotional coverts of lifetimes of abuse that I'm holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the trifold sequencing systems of abuse that I'm holding on to in my body and my being, I now destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets of not having ease with my finances and money that I'm holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets of lifetimes of abuse and rejection that I'm holding on to, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets that is stopping me from creating my own future, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets that are stopping you from being yourself all the time, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyond. All the emotional poets that are stopping me from being and functioning as a generosity of spirit, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets that are stopping me from choosing different and choosing what creates greater for me, I now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets that are stopping me from choosing different and choosing what will create greater for me, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets that is keeping me stuck in all the destruction plans, I now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the emotional poets that I'm using to stop receiving money, I now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, guys, I think we're done for today. The energy is like cleared, much lighter. But I can take one last question. Sly, did you want to say something?
I don't have a question. I want to thank you for clearing. You did such a good clearing for me today. You know what I mean? I've been going with this and I'm fighting it, but the clearing what you did for me has made me so satisfied. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you too. Have a great day. Thank you. Yes, Krishna?
You said something on indecisiveness, wavering mind, to be able to make a clear choice.
See, choose what feels light to you. Look at the choice which is light. There is nothing like clear choice. You will not know everything that's going to happen after you make the choice. You have to make the choice that feels light and then go with it. You have to start somewhere. And that's the fun of it. If the choice you make goes wrong, have fun with it. It's like simple. Red color didn't work, green color. Okay, let me choose something else. It's like that. So you have to look at life like that. Every choice I make will give you awareness of whether you're heading where you want to or not. But don't stop yourself from making choice. Then you will not know where you're heading. So it's about not getting into, am I making the right choice? Am I in the wrong choice? Will I do it well or not? It's about, at this moment, this feels light to me. This is creating more space for me. So I'll go with it. And it's completely okay if the choice goes wrong. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyond. Yeah. Until you make the choice, you don't know. Choice will give you awareness. Awareness doesn't give you choice. Awareness is just awareness, but you still have to make the choice. But choice will give you the awareness, and it's okay to make the wrong choice. That's what we have to get. There's nothing right or wrong. We're just living, right? If when you're living, we have to live. It's an adventure. Go with whatever makes you happy, whatever is feeling adventurous for you, whatever I not tried before. So we were, when we were doing the SE class, I was staying with one person, and both of us went to the car rental. Now I'm very good at driving, but I have not driven in US. I'm good at driving, but I'm completely direction impaired, so I don't understand the right left. And I have an Indian license, and so I was like, I can't get a car and I can't drive it in US. One is the license, two is not sure about how to drive with the directions. And apparently she's from New York, so she doesn't drive cars. In New York, they do trains. So she was also like, so both of us were like so shaky about the car. And she's like, I'm doing my beyond, because there is, because they would not give me a car with my license. And so she's like, I'm going beyond. So we're making a choice to go beyond something we've ever done before, but we have to at this point. And somehow we got lucky and they upgraded the car to a BMW. So what she had ordered was a basic thing, but then what came was a BMW, and I love BMWs. They're so good to drive. And then I was like, I have to drive this because it's a BMW. So the first trip she drove, but after that I was driving, and she didn't like driving. She's like, I don't like driving. And I was like, I really like driving. So and it is so good I'm direction impaired that I just could sit in the car and figure out what to do. I didn't have to think which is left, which is right, because it's just showing what it is. So you have to just choose. You don't have to think, is it right, is it wrong, can I do it, can I not do it, what if I make a mistake? And I drove over one red light, I think, which was a mistake. But luckily in that state, it seems they don't fine for driving over red lights. So anyway, so everything falls in place. So right, wrong, good, bad, purple, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyond. And I had so much fun driving the car. Now, if you stop yourself saying you can't do directions, it's a different country, I don't have a license. I have an Indian license, just to correct. It's not I don't have a license. I don't know if it's valid here. So anyway. Okay, so just go ahead and choose things and allow life to take you to the beyonds. Try things you've never done before. Then only you know whether you can do it or not. If you already go that I can't do it, then you can't. So everything that brought up in Nida will you now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shots, boys, poets, and beyonds.
Thank you so much. Yes, that shifted something.
Awesome. How does it get better? Yeah, I know, Monali. Indian license is valid, but mine is getting expired. There are so many other things to it. And I didn't bring my license. I left it in India. So anyway.
And actually, I'm amazed, Nithya, that you drove the BMW, because all the functions are very different. Like in Indian cars, you know, your indicator is on the other side, and this, you know.
Yeah. I did that mistake twice.
Opposite in a BMW, because I had a BMW in the US.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, man, that you drove it.
It was so fun. And then a couple of times I did go on the left, and then I corrected myself, but it was so fun to drive, and you drive pretty fast here. And then I was driving slow, and then they were saying this you, and then the cars behind me were honking. And they said, in US, people don't honk behind you. You're not supposed to drive this slow. You're supposed to drive at the speed limit. So it was so fun.
Exactly, yeah. All the rules are there, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll come and catch you from the back, you know. So you'll be at fault, not the other driver.
Yeah.
But you drove, I'm amazed. Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was awesome. And I kept getting better. First day I was like slow. Second day I was at the speed limit. Third day I was like getting the directions with the map, of course. But anyway, so you just keep practicing, right? Things come to you when you practice. We're not experts on day one. You have to practice even the tools. It's not like on day one I said, how does it get better? And then I got it. Keep practicing. Keep using the questions. Keep asking questions. So all the emotional forwards that you're using and choosing to tell yourself that you're not good enough at using the tools, will you revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys, poets and beyonds. Yes, Monica?
I would like to duplicate that, driving a BMW like you did.
Okay, awesome. Maybe you can drive better than me. On the way I drive. Okay. Okay, guys. So cool. With that, we're done. I do have a foundation coming up in US time zone and live in California. If anyone is interested to join online or live, do get in touch with me. And shamanic classes, I know some people have asked. The next one will be around June, so I'll keep you guys posted on the group. Yeah, so that's it for today. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.